Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got my November favorites. So if you're interested in seeing what I've been really digging this past month, then just keep on watching. So I actually have some body stuff that I have been really loving, like really super impressed with. So I purchased the Body Hero Duo from Glossier, and I'm a Glossier rep, so I just purchased it because I'm like, you know what, I should know about the products or whatever, so let me just go ahead and get it. I really wasn't thinking much of it. I thought it was a shower gel and a lotion. No big deal. But this is actually an oil, so it's very thin, and it comes out, but it lathers just a little bit, and it's perfect if you have dry skin like myself. So when I got the package and I read that this was like a daily oil wash, I thought, ooh, oil, that should be really awesome. And then this was like a cream, and I thought, okay, you know, we'll try it together. So first, the fragrance is wonderful, which we'll talk about in depth just a little bit. I also love the packaging. This like Glossier pink with the red Body Hero emblem on them is just really cool. So I love the oil body wash, but this cream, oh my god. So it's a great cream. It keeps me moisturized. It's awesome. But it has actually like reflective properties in there. So it's not as crazy as like the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc like body oil. It doesn't have that kind of reflectiveness. It's not that intense, but there is and I'm gonna try and see if the camera will pick it up. So I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but the cream has this sort of pearlescent sheen to it. Oh wait, maybe there in the light. It has this pearlescent sheen to it that kind of reflects a little bit pink and a little bit gold. It is so pretty. Let me see if you can see that better. There, right there. And it's really subtle, so it's not like you're walking out and you're looking like all highlighted all over your body, but there is this slight kind of blurring, perfecting effect for your skin. I was so shocked when I put it on. So I love this set, and if you get both, you save, I think, $5 than buying them individually. But if you had to pick between the two, definitely the body cream. This is so amazing. I also got the Glossier You perfume, and I think I've mentioned this a gazillion times, but I've worn the same perfume, the Jo Malone Grapefruit, for like over a decade, and I still love it. It's great. But just recently I've gotten the like itch to find something new, and so I've been trying all these different perfumes. You know, some of them are fine, you know, I can stand them, they don't bother me, but this one is a really nice change to that. So, you know, I really like clean citrusy scents. This has that light musky scent. It has a little bit of like a really kind of sweet peppery smell to it. It's so interesting, and to me it's a little bit more fall, winter, a little bit more serious than the citrus scents that I really gravitate towards, but it's not heavy. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. I just think it's really lovely. And of course, again, the packaging doesn't hurt. I just love this little Glossier bottle. It's so cute. It has this little imprint in here, so it actually makes it easy to hold and spray. It's just awesome. So I'm glad I gave this a shot. So my next favorite is actually not something new. This is the La Mer Soft Fluid Longwear Foundation, and I just love it. I think I've mentioned this probably last month and the month before, but I started adding the Tatcha Camellia Beauty Oil into it, and this combination, which I have on my skin today, it's like golden. It's so awesome now that the weather has sort of cooled down a bit here in Vegas. It's something about the dry climate. I feel like my skin is like just all the moisture is just being sucked out of my skin as I sit here. So adding this into this foundation has been a lifesaver. It gives my skin this radiance that's like this from within radiance. I know that's way overused, but like it's emanating from inside. So I've been loving this. It also doesn't hurt that I love the scent of this camellia oil and all the Tatcha Camellia products. And the La Mer smells a little bit weird. It doesn't necessarily smell bad, but I've always had an issue with this scent. It just sort of kind of just smells a little bit weird. It dissipates quickly, but by adding this in there, it's kind of nice. It kind of covers the scent of the La Mer foundation. But been loving this combo. Next I have the Tarte Clay Play Face Palette, and I can't remember if I should look this up before I do these videos. Can't remember if I mentioned this in my last month's favorites, but I've been using this non-stop to contour, and it's this desert shade right in here. Absolutely love it. Oh, you know what? I actually mentioned this in my like follow-up haul, I think. That's when I mentioned this. Anyway, Been using this non-stop. Really, really love, again, this medium shade for contour. This is great if you want a little bit of bronzer. And these eyeshadows are awesome if you just want to do a natural look. I'm actually surprised that it doesn't look a little bit more used up, but yeah, been loving this. And it is what I'm using today for contour. So my next favorite is this Lila B eye primer and concealer. It is amazing. I purchased this during the Space NK beauty bag event, and I bought some other Lila B things, and I wanted to do a full face of Lila B, but I don't know, I've been all over the place. Anyway, I pulled out this concealer just to give it a shot, and it is so good. It goes on effortlessly, it covers, it like blends seamlessly. I just use my finger and it like just takes like an instant, and as an eye primer, it's great. It is amazing. I love this concealer. So this I definitely mentioned in my last month's favorites, but it continued at least for most of November. I just kept pulling out the Pat McGrath Subliminal eyeshadow palette. I really do love them all, but this one is great for like an everyday look because you have like a really great kind of highlight color. Sorry, it's very reflective. Highlight color, there's a transition shade. You can darken it up very easily with those shades, and then you can spice up your look easily with any of these reflective shades. This one is just definitely the most neutral and wearable palette out of the three if you have my skin tone. I think if you're a little bit deeper, like if you have a medium to deep skin tone, the Sublime, the one with the green, is much better in terms of like a neutral everyday look because it has darker, warmer colors in there. But for my skin tone, I think this is amazing, and I love the quality of the shadows. This actual palette is amazing. I just love pulling this out. So the Pat McGrath Mothership Subliminal palette, which is the #1 palette. Love this. I also had recently picked up during the Sephora VIB sale 2 Tom Ford eye brushes. I have not been able to put these down. So the number 13, the number 13 and the number 11 brush. So this is the round blending brush, the number 13, and the 11 is like the flat shader brush. These brushes, I feel like I can do any look that I need with just these 2 brushes. They're freaking awesome. All the hype that you hear about Tom Ford brushes is so real. Is so real. If you get a chance to pick these up, definitely. So 13 and 11. I also have been loving the Natasha Denona Crystal Top Coat in Nude. So I got nude, peach, and gray brown. And again, I think I mentioned this in like a follow-up haul video, but this I just love. This is one of those kind of cream to powder kind of shadows, very mysterious. It's just a lot of fun, and you don't need a lot of it. So if I go in with the Pat McGrath eyeshadows, and I do mainly like a matte kind of look, maybe I highlight with the satin color in there, I can just throw this right on top just to kind of give it a little bit more pizzazz. So this has been great. I just reach for this whenever I just want to kind of like amp up my eyeshadow look. This has been really, really handy. So this is the nude colorway. And this product I kind of pulled out from the archives. This is the Hourglass Arch Brow Sculpting Pencil. I love this pencil. Most of the brow products that I have, like the Surratt brow pencil and the Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel, I love all of them, so I just kind of like to rotate through them. Otherwise, I'll never get through them. But this one is another one that I just really love. This is the one that has like an angled tip, skinny. It has a spoolie at one end. It's a great color. The texture, I think, is what I love so much about this Hourglass. It's not soft at all. I don't like soft eyebrow pencils. It just comes out way too dark. It's definitely more of a waxier formula, but it's not too waxy. This is just waxy in terms that it's just kind of like, it makes the marks that you're making really, really faint. So it's not, you can like just build it up slowly. So it's almost goof proof. So I just really, really love this brow sculpting pencil. And then these guys I purchased towards the end of November, but I've been using them non-stop. These are the MAC and Robert Lee Morris collaboration blushes. And I have Linda and Rhubarb. So I have Linda on today, and that is this one, which has a peach tone to it. It's also not matte. There's like a satin kind of finish to it. So it has this sort of really pretty kind of golden glow to it. It's just really gorgeous. So this is a great kind of daytime, everyday kind of color. And then Rhubarb is a darker shade that I really love this too. I can't go too heavy-handed with this for obvious reasons. It is pretty dark, but it again also has like that satin finish to it. It has like a little bit of a gold shift. It's just really, really beautiful. So if I tap my brush in here lightly and I kind of focus this on the back of my cheek, it's just gorgeous. I love this. I love both of these. So Linda and Rhubarb, stunning. And then for highlight, I've been reaching for this compact quite a bit. This is the By Terry Compact Expert Dual Powder, and I have it in the shade for Beige Nude. I just love the powders in this. So the center is like a highlight, and then the outside is more of like, kind of like a bronzer shade, but it gives you, it's not that really kind of like wet look. It just sort of gives you like a pearl finish to the skin. So it's really nice for like a subtle look. It's just really, really beautiful and sophisticated. It's a very chic kind of highlighter. So I've been loving this By Terry. So speaking of By Terry, my next favorite is this By Terry Baume de Rose, and I have it in the shade 6 Toffee Cream. So it's basically like a tinted balm. And this has come in so handy. My lips have been incredibly, incredibly dry. And, you know, I always like to throw on some gloss or whatever, but this tinted lip gloss has been really great for those like no makeup days. I just put this on and it gives me like a fairly polished look. Like I have a little bit of color to my lips. My lips can be very, very pale, especially in the winter. So this has been awesome. This has had a permanent home in my bag. So my last favorites are things that I mentioned in my Fall Lips Top 5 Tuesday episode, and that is the Giorgio Armani Lip Maestro in 202. Again, just love it, been reaching for it nonstop. It's what I have on my lips today. Permanent home in my purse. I just love it. I love how easy it is. I love how neutral the color is. I feel like it just goes with everything. When I put it on, I don't feel like I have to worry about it. It doesn't fade in any weird way. It doesn't dry out my lips, even though it has like a matte finish. It's just a really special product. And then these last 3 products is, again, something I mentioned in my top 5 fall lips video, and that is the Surratt Lip Luster in Ton and the 2 Luxe Trance lipsticks from Pat McGrath in Donatella and Madame Beige. The combination of these is so awesome. I will mix these 2 colors together, the Donatella and the Madame Beige, and then I'll slap some of this gloss on top. It's just such a great combo. I don't know, it just works. I feel like if someone were to tell me to do this, I would think it would be totally crazy, but I just love it. It's like the perfect fall nude. It's a very cool base nude, which I enjoy. So if you want to see the combination, I actually have this combination on in that video. So I'll try and link that above if I remember. So those are my November favorites. Let me know what your favorites have been recently. I would love to hear from you. Please subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.